I'm back. Property award winning networking event of the year. Here I am, 18 levels above Birmingham City, 18 levels above everybody else. It was only right I came back with my first networking event in 3 months in style. The right network, the right education, the right people, exclusive availability, 100 tickets, fill out the form below. You do not want to miss what is going to be the best event I have ever done since I started.
Daily gang, how are we? Sunday night, 7 p.m. I'm about to go live for members of the property circle. Have a really cool live tonight. I'm going to talk through some of the projects that are going on, some of the bits and pieces that we're doing, and make it really interactive. So I'm in my home office now, and the screen that you guys see at my office, I have the same one here, and it's one of the coolest things that that I have, to be honest with you. We have a new one being fitted in the office tomorrow, which is today. You might have seen it actually later on in the daily, but yeah, technology, me and technology, I love it. It's been a very tiring weekend, guys. A very tiring weekend. Yesterday, it didn't go very well for my team. They made a few rookie errors. Obviously, as I'm growing, I'm having to learn how to deal with issues and dealing with individual characters. You know, it's not easy, guys, and I do expect a lot, but I also make sure everyone's looked after correctly. So, you know, I'm not a slave driver. I'm just somebody who wants to work really hard and get everything done. And some of my team now are acting like they're emotionally hurt, like, you know, oh, Steve shouted, or, you know, Steve wasn't very happy, or a job's not been done correctly, so I've got, you know, I've got myself in a little bit of bother. Guys, I'm trying to create a business, okay? Now, there's loads of you on here, and all of us have opinions. Everybody has an opinion. What's right and what's wrong? But your opinion is your opinion, and you're entitled to it, just like I'm entitled to my opinion. Now, there's two sides of things. So not everybody wants to own a business. Not everybody wants to create a company. So some people just want to go to work and on Friday, switch off, have the weekend and go back to work Monday. Nothing wrong with that. And sometimes I look at that life and I think, bloody hell, I wonder what that's like. But I don't have that in me. So I like to do what I do. Now, some of my team members, yes, they probably want to live that life, but they're not telling me. And I think it would be easier if they said it to me. But, you know, sometimes when you get shouted at, and sometimes when, you know, when I lose my emotions and I start getting a little bit like upset, it's because I care. I emotionally attached to my companies, and not everybody is. And, you know, sometimes when I shout or when I say you've done something wrong, people take it like in a way that I don't mean it to be that way. But if you're taking it like that, then I don't know how to resolve it. I don't know how am I supposed to clap somebody and pat someone on the back for doing their job? That's the key. You've got your job done. There's no above and beyond. You've not gone above and beyond and gone to another level and done 20 other things where I can actually go, oh my God, you're amazing. Well done. If you're just doing your job that you get paid to do, I can't keep tapping people on the back and going, you're amazing, because they're never going to get to that next level. Unfortunately, I have members of staff right now that just like to talk. Talk. That's all they do. They spend 97% of their time talking waffle. Did the contractor turn up at the house today? Yeah, but he had bacon for breakfast. Then he went and had a sausage sandwich. Then he went and had eggs and beans. Stopped at Starbucks to grab a coffee. And did you know as well that he'd done this on the weekend, and his wife did this, and his dad did that, and his mom did this, and his brother did that? I asked, did the contractor turn up to work? I don't need a 35-minute story on how he got to the place. Did the contractor turn up to work? Yes or no. That's all I need. I don't need a life story. It's not This Is Your Life. I am not that guy. Can't remember his name, but yeah, that's not me. And then other things like, can you please concentrate on the Property Circle app today? Because I need this implemented for it to work. Another staff member. Yeah, okay. Did the thing get implemented for the app? Well, you know, the entrepreneur's world and then the mortgages and your developments and stuff like that, then we've got to make sure that that's dealt with first. And then we'll go around there and we'll do this. And then we made a phone call and I spoke to Lee on the other end of the line about the app. And I said that the app can be done like this. But, you know, we've got to think about the next event. Did you implement the thing on the app? Yes or no? These are my problems that I am facing right now, that people like to talk. And I don't know how to nip it in the bud. I don't know how to stop it, because even when I implement things to stop them from talking, as in, please just do your job and answer the questions correctly and what's going on. If it's not done, tell me why and what we're doing to resolve it. If it has been completed, just say yes. And then when I lose my cool about it, I'm the bad guy, because I don't really want to know what you've had for breakfast, or I don't want to know what the contractors have for breakfast, or I don't want to know what Lee's done in order for it to be successful. I just want to know yes or no. I don't have a lot of time, and my patience are wearing very thin now as well. I'm kind of at like the end of my tether with it, and you know, something's going to give. That's a guaranteed fact. Something is going to give. What it's going to be, stay tuned, because I reckon it'll unravel this week, in my honest opinion. And then also other things like, I have a vision with Isabella. We have a complete vision and a complete blueprint on where we're trying to get to. Out of all the people around us, only three people understand it. And the three people that understand it are Richard Tunney, Duna, and Phil. They're the only three people that are actually understanding the vision of where we're trying to get to. Everybody else, I don't think they understand it, and I don't think, you know, they quite grasp the severity of how important it is that they do their job. I think because of the social media and the events and everybody talking and everybody doing certain things, I think that they think it's a bit of a jolly up. I think they think, oh, it's okay, you know, we still get paid at the end of the month. It doesn't really matter. Well, unfortunately, you know, things need to happen. But I also understand I have to give people time to settle in order for it to grow. But if you can't complete a simple task now, what chance have you got in 6 months' time when there's 600 of them tasks to do in one day? I don't know. But guys, you know what? It's all part of the journey. I don't claim to know how to run 7 companies. All I know is I know how to build them. I know how to get the cash flowing. Now I'm learning on how to implement staff members to take control of it, to keep scaling it up and up and up and up. So you guys are on my journey as much as I'm on the journey with Isabella, because it's part and parcel of growing. And if it was easy, we'd all be doing it, which inevitably we're not all doing it because it's not easy. But mentally, I am struggling massively because I'm frustrated. I'm absolutely frustrated. I feel like I have a metal can around me and it's just like crushing me every single day because my team aren't making my life easier, which they're all paid a very good bloody salary in order to make things be easier. But you know what? I'm still great. I'm very good at controlling that. Very good at controlling it. I'm just struggling because I'm frustrated. When I'm frustrated, it comes out in emotions. Happiness, anger, sadness. I go through all of them. And you're on the journey with me. So it is what it is. we'll continue to grow. We'll continue to take every day as it comes. As long as the money keeps coming into the bank, that's all that matters. As long as the developments keep moving forwards, albeit at the slowest pace I've ever seen in my entire life, we'll keep moving forwards. I used to do this with Isabella on our own. Life was so much easier when it was just us, because we care and we understand that we will work Saturdays, Sundays. We can't expect people around us, to give that kind of effort, because it's just not how the world works, is it? Unfortunately, there are entrepreneurs, dreamers, people who are trying to change the course of their life and the world or whatever, and then you have workers. The two don't marry up, unfortunately. So yeah, stay tuned, because it's an exciting journey that you guys are part of. And one thing that I can guarantee, we will get to where we want to get to. Facts. Whether it takes 3 years, 5 years, 7 years, 9 years, we will achieve what we're set out to achieve. Because we don't lose. We don't lose. And yeah, that's the mentality we need. So right now, I'm about to go on live to the Property Circle members Sunday night. And yeah, I'll catch you all later.
So you've all noticed that the WhatsApp group has been erased on the weekend. I think the WhatsApp group being erased is probably the smartest thing we've done, if I'm honest. Yeah, it wasn't a good vibe, was it, on Saturday? So a couple of things that kind of threw me over the fucking edge was how a Rightmove phone number had so many people calling so many people and doing so many different things. That kind of got me, if I'm completely honest. Any answers as to why it happened and why did that happen like that? What happened?
So on my laptop in the morning, it said that I had a missed call from somebody from Rightmove. My phone didn't go off. So I was thinking, oh, I hope Tom hasn't got that call again. So that's when I put that message in, because I obviously can't ring Tom. So I was told that texting's fine, he'll get back to us when he can. So I put that message in, and then after that message, I don't know what happened.
Yeah, so obviously you was all here last week when Tom says, don't call him.
Yep.
And I made a big thing of, don't call him, he's on paternity, he's with his baby and his family, don't call him. So then what even threw me even further was when he texts back to Armani saying, call me back, mate. When 3 days before he said, don't call me. So then that made me even more angry. So we've got to figure these problems out, that you figure them out without it coming. I don't want to know about it. I don't care about it. I'm not interested, because it's not something that's not fixable. It's easily fixable, and it should be easily fixable without it coming into the attention of me or Isabella. If it was something very serious, I'd expect a phone call instantly. Like, Steve, we've got a problem, we don't know how to fix it. And I'd expect that phone call to come from, obviously, Liz. But it just seemed like there was no one had a clue really what to do. Let's be honest. I don't think anyone had a clue what to do. So we need to iron these little issues out, because if we can't figure out how to get a phone number diverted, we're going to struggle massively in the future. Common sense. So yeah, I think the WhatsApp group being gone is a good thing. I think you all know I'm frustrated. You can all see I'm frustrated. I'm not going to lose my shit over it, but I am frustrated, because we're supposed to be at £500,000 to £1 million a month now. We're below that. We're not there in the businesses that you guys are all running. How are we ever going to get to £500,000 to £1 million a month? How? Like, does anybody have any other suggestions? Because everybody doesn't seem to be coming up with ideas. Nobody seems to be coming up with some creativeness. Nobody seems to be coming up with, this is what we're going to do. Obviously, your role is to motivate and inspire the team. The only part of these couple of things that are amazing at the moment is the videographers are absolutely flying. They've nailed every single thing. Duna, was your video number 1 on the weekend? Mm-hmm. Yep. And obviously you're back today, but you were still working all week while you was at home. Phil with the daily, Tony with the mortgages. The bank account's healthy as hell. And it's still, I never hear anything. I just see the bank accounts. The problems we've got at the minute are the entrepreneurs world, 11 luxury estates, and the property circle. They're the 3 issues right now, which we need to rectify pretty sharpish, because we're missing out on so much money. So by the end of the week, I'm hoping that we've got a bit more clarity with it and a bit more understanding of what's going on. Lee's done a really good diagram, technically, which you can all see, and you're all going to have a copy of it, so you can see how it works. I'm a little bit worried with the deal sourcing division, because we have 20 odd agents. I don't know how many deals are being sent in. I don't know how the deals are getting analysed. Are they being sent out? Have we got a plan? Do we know what we're doing? So I need to kind of sit down and figure that out. The entrepreneurs world seems to be a bit of a mess. We can't even get a venue to have dinner. Yeah, that's the entrepreneurs world. The property circle, no one can give me an answer on what emails are being sent out from Shopify, but none of you had the foresight just to sign into Klaviyo and look on Klaviyo, because that's where the emails get sent from. Again, I'm having to say what to do to resolve a situation.
What's Klaviyo?
It's the email.
I don't know.
Okay, I don't understand how you don't know what Klaviyo is when we all know. That's the thing. But again, if you don't know, you don't know, and then that falls back on me. But Klaviyo is the system that will have all of that in. I think Fiona separated a few things to make it easier on her end. Okay. But obviously, what's easy for one isn't easy for another, and you have to find the way that it works. I think it's pretty obvious as well now that we all need to teach each other. So we all need to allocate someone who's going to be a backup for that person. I think that's super important, because I don't know how many people who are around this table are going to be sitting around this table in 12 months. So there's no point me planning all the money into one person. I need other people to understand how to do things in case, someone leaves, or someone gets sacked, or someone's ill, or someone needs a holiday. So we need to implement all the backups now. Someone needs to learn who's doing what. That's really important. The weekend's thrown me off, I'll be honest with you. The weekend has thrown me off, massively thrown me off. So you guys just need to give me some confidence back that we have the right people around the table to take this to 500,000 within the next a month. And that sales, when I say 500,000, it's nothing to do with anything that I do, nothing to do with anything that happens with my developments, nothing to do with anything that happens with my income from my rentals and stuff. It's all based on the deal sourcing, the sales of the entrepreneurs world, and the sales of the property circle. That's where the 500,000 to 1 million comes from, because we was hitting 100, 200,000 pound a month. And then all of a sudden now, I've got 3-4 people in to make it grow, and it seems to have dipped, which...
So I've only got, from deal sourcing, I've only got maybe... There's two sources out of the 20 at the moment, hence why I've gone out to recruit more, that are sending me deals. Obviously I don't want to mention who they are. So we've got an offer going in this morning at 9 o'clock.
But you know how you've got 2 out of 20? Yeah. It's your job to inspire the 18.
I'm on them.
Yeah, it's your job to inspire the 18. It's your job to get them 18 in this office with me once every 3 months, so I can give them the correct knowledge and the correct education in order for them to go out and secure deals. But you're not thinking outside the box. You're not on LinkedIn. You're not on Facebook actively 3, 4, 5, 6 times a day. You're not posting like, I am looking for this deal. Are there any sources out there that can co-source with me? you're not thinking creatively. You're not understanding that we have a whole network of people who might not be signed up to the sourcing division, but there's thousands of sources out there. It's your job to go through the ones that are decent, partner up with them, work with them. We have money. We have the money in the bank.
No,
that's the hardest thing in the world for a sourcer to get. We have it. So our job of finding deals should probably be the easiest thing in the world, because there's deals everywhere in the country, but the one thing that these sources can't get is people to buy them because they have no credibility. We have the money in the bank from people waiting for a deal. Did you speak to the one I sent you?
Yeah.
And does that stack up?
Yeah, and that's going out this morning.
Okay. Is there someone on the list that you know you can go to?
Straight away, yeah.
Okay, that's good. So hopefully that can get signed off today, because that offer's been accepted, I believe. But then the property circle, I analysed the website for like 4 hours on Saturday night, and I went through it all, and there's so many changes that needs to be made to the website for it to flow in the system that I want it to flow. And then that should make your life easier with going out and getting things done. But guys, remember something that you hear all the time. Posting once on social media a day is not the key. Social media works on 3, 4, 5 times a day, consistency, for months and months and years and years and years. So when I say to you, have you posted on social media, and everyone's like, yeah, you've only posted because I've said it. You haven't posted because you've thought about it. If you want to control divisions and you want to own things, you've got to start thinking like bigger. Because right now you're posting on social media the same as Sarah, who's showing her nan. You're posting once a day, maybe once every 48 hours. You're doing a couple of stories here and there. You've got to do way more, like way more. And if you think that this is bad now, well, I'm being really nice to everyone, and this is 5% of the job. Like, you lot are all performing at 5%. So imagine when it gets to 100% full steam ahead in 3 months. Are you going to be able to cope? If any of you around this table don't think that you can cope, just speak up. There's nothing wrong with it. There's nothing wrong, but I'd rather know now than in 3 months' time. I would rather know that you can't cope with this now, because like I said, we're running at 5%, and I ain't give you guys any jobs to do. So imagine when you've got 20 deals to go through every 4 hours, and you've got 100 sources to go through. Then you've got to book 4 events a month with the Entrepreneurs World, and you've got Zooms, and you've got 600 people sending you emails consistently. Can you cope? Lou, when you're in the property circle, you've got 1,000 members on you every single day, and we're doing 4 events, 1 every single week, and then you've got social media to run, you've got this to run, you've got that to run. Can you cope? Tony with the mortgages, he knows when he needs a staff member. He'll know when he needs somebody, but the difference with him getting a staff member is that company makes a lot of money a month. So we can actually say, yep, no problem, we can get someone in. Duna, Phil and Ayush, the amount of workload that those 3 do is outrageous. Like, genuinely, look how much they have. And obviously, his job as the COO is to oversee you to some sort of capacity. But also his job as COO, which again we've not even touched, not even 1%, is to grow. His job is to grow, to turn the company into money. That's a COO's job, not just managing people and staff. It's to grow the company. So he hasn't got a handle on that just yet. Lee's running 7 websites or whatever he's running, and 20 Shopify accounts and all the rest of it. We've got Adam, who's probably done more than most people in Dubai. He's had a Zoom meeting with Mighty. I think when he comes in at 2 o'clock today, I think he's even created a newsletter. He's done a magazine while he's been in Dubai on holiday with his partner. I don't understand why none of you you're on the Zoom, you're on the app. Why have none of you gone to Mighty and learned how to do it? Why have you not set Zooms up? Why have you not had thingy? He had the initiative to do it while he was in Dubai for 4 hours. Again, it's like I have to write it down and put it on a piece of paper to say, do this. You've all got your Instagram accounts. you set everybody up, Ayush, you give them all the passwords, they're all logged in. None of you even have a profile on your picture. I have Steve Hamilton. Can't even bother to change your profile pictures to a face, to put a name behind the account, a face behind the account. Again, it's just like, I had to say it to be done because it's like common sense. But I think we're just going to have to see where we're at in 2 weeks. I think we just give it 2 weeks. We'll see what improvements are going to be made. And you know, does anybody have any input? Does anybody know like how we improve? Does anybody know what I could give you to help you improve? Does anybody know anything? You tell me what I need to do in order for you lot to improve. Like, how can I help? And be completely open and honest.
My only suggestion for entrepreneurs world more than deal sourcing is just obviously with people being off for video. I'm not comfortable publishing a video just like what we've got in the groups. So I'd rather it be more of a professional camera setup, and then you can jump in front of the camera, do your video, and come away from it. And obviously ask one of the lads, is that good enough? Yes. Can you go and cut it in and obviously edit it for me? So obviously me walking around here with the video entrepreneurs, it doesn't.
But again,
doesn't work for me.
You're sitting in an office with 3 full-time videographers with 600 cameras and a whole media studio that we spent like 15-20 grand on.
No, I'm not arguing with the question got asked, but obviously there was an answer.
Yeah, but again, like just what
you've got to find a workaround.
It doesn't. It's a 30-second video that if you literally went to do now, Ayush or Phil, and said, guys, can you just quickly set the camera up? I just want to say something. Yeah. David, would you mind, guys?
No, I would say on his behalf is that he has asked for stuff, and it's just like, it is just finding the time to get around and doing it has been like difficult. So,
okay.
So yeah, like he is on it and he does want to do it, but we might just have to. I don't know. It is hard to find the right time of the day.
But it's only a 30-second video.
Well, we have already decided to shoot a few for the deals also.
No, but what I'm saying is previously it was only a 30, it's not like he's asking for a YouTube video and he's not asking for a really fancy Instagram reel with all backdrop B-roll, he's asking for a 30-second video.
Yeah.
So
we've actually booked in for today.
But what's difficult with shooting it, a 30-second video, say he popped in today at 12 o'clock and said, could you, what I'm trying to understand your process is why is a 30-second video difficult to do?
It's not difficult.
So why haven't they been done?
Well, no, he's asked for photos to be done, but like
okay.
for instance,
He didn't say photos, and he just said a video. So
yeah. So for instance, I'm editing Yanni's first episode right now.
yeah.
So it'd be just coming away from that, shutting that project down, starting this one up, filming, and.
But if you're doing that and you're on that, what's wrong with these two doing it? Because Phil doesn't. Phil could do a 30-second video and then pass it to him to edit. Am I wrong? Like, am I missing something? Because if I am, obviously, please speak up so I understand it myself.
Yeah. There was a delay since I wasn't here last week, but we have already spoken about it and we have sorted out the time.
So was all of this asked for last week?
Yeah.
Oh, okay, well I understand that because Ayushi's off work. I get that part of it.
Yeah.
But if all 3 of you was here, would a 30-second video be a problem?
Absolutely fine.
No.
No problem.
No, okay. Because you got to remember, I don't know whether you can do things unless you tell me. Now, you need to be. I need vocal. I don't want yes, D. I want people to say I can't do it, or we're struggling, or we need an alternative. The yes side of things, I don't want yes. Like we're not getting anywhere with just yeses. CRM system, 4 days. You know. 11 luxury estates, we'll go through 37 listings in by the end of the week. It's not feasible, is it? So why is everyone just saying yes? Why not just say? Like, because you know if you tell me that something's going to take 4 days, you know that that's already in my brain. So in 4 days' time, I'm coming straight back in and saying, have you done this? You all should know me by now. Whereas if you told me it was going to take 9 days, I'd be like, okay, why 9 days? Because obviously that's a long time. But if you explain it to me, I'll be like, okay, no problem. And then I know to come back. You can't just keep telling me things because then when I do lose my you all look at me like he's lost his again, but you're not all taking into account why I'm losing my because I have it planned out for other things. So you guys think about 4 days, okay, like the CRM, 4 days. I think about the 4 days after the CRM. What am I going to do with it? How am I going to plan it out? What am I going to be using it for? So I've then now automatically, after you've told me that, I've already planned the next week after that for what I'm using it for. So then all of a sudden when you tell me it's not done, and then my week that I've got in my brain has gone now because I have to reassess what's going on. So you guys think about the next thing that's coming out. I'm always thinking about what we're using the thing that you're doing for. That's my job. So I don't want no more yes people. But that doesn't mean that you can just now get a free pass and you can come in and go, it's a week or 2 weeks because it gives you a bit of thingy. No. That's not how it works. You need to be honest, but you need to still work your arses off. Don't think that Steer's now said, it's okay. So next time you ask me about a CRM system, I can say 3 weeks. No, that's not how it works. I need the truthful answer on how long it's going to take you. And also, guys, I'm not applauding you for doing your jobs anymore. I've decided. I'm not patting you on your backs for doing your jobs. You all get great salaries. None of you are here on pittance. You all do extremely well. So if you do your job, you sign up an agent, you sign up a member, you ain't getting no applause anymore. If you sign up 50 agents and you go above and beyond and you sell 100 grand's worth of products in a week, I will applaud all of you. But if you sign one agent up in a month and you sell 10 memberships in a month, you ain't getting an applaud anymore because you're just doing your jobs. It's like Duna. Duna releases a video on a Saturday and Sunday. Why should he get a round of applause? Because that's his job. If the videos go to #1 and they smash all targets, of course he should get a round of applause because he's gone above and beyond. But for doing your jobs, I'm not applauding you anymore because that's like, I think was it you that explained to me? It's like a Premiership footballer, it's a striker scoring a goal and then getting a pat on the back for doing his job. That's not the case. If he scores a hat-trick, gets a pat on the back. But we need to start understanding, guys, that the next 3 months are going to be very, very difficult for all of you in this room. Every single one of you, because you see me work at 5%. I think Tom Worrell spoke to all of you individually, I believe, and said, this is Steve on that much, because I'm letting you all bed into the new systems and the new things. If you're struggling now, oh my God, you're going to struggle massively in 3 months. I'm being serious. So, you've got to think about your mental health. You've got to think about your families, because this is 5%. So I'd rather know now that you can't do it than in 3 months' time, because it's just not going to be nice. Unless you're doing things that you say you can do, because all of you keep telling me you're going to be amazing, but again, I'm not seeing it, unfortunately. And I'm sick to death of patting everyone on the back. And I'm sick to death of being this, I can't swear, I can't say this, I can't say that, I can't do this, I can't do that, or that. Now I've had enough of it all. I've done the be nice, be kind, Steve Hamilton, because that's what I am. I'm genuinely the nicest human in the world. But I feel like everyone's just taking the piss now. And, it's not working. It's not working. You can clearly see it's been 2 weeks. Still struggling to get a phone number. So, anybody want to say anything before we wrap it up? Because I want to talk to you about this.
I want to know how those ads are getting on. Do you know the Entrepreneurs World one?
I think he's got a complete breakdown of it, haven't you?
Yeah, I've got a bit of a breakdown.
I think you can do that when you two together. I think it may be the two of you. Because then you can show him what's working, and then he can create some stuff, and then you can, like I said, you have an unlimited budget. You can do what you want to do with whatever you want to do. You have my bank card, so go wild. If it's working, go all out. I want to saturate the whole of the UK. I want everybody to know that you need to come here.
Yeah, for sure.
I don't want them going anywhere else. We need to get them in here, but not on the property circle. Only on the Entrepreneurs World at the minute, because the property circle is not set up correctly, it's not running efficiently, and it's not there to handle everything we have. So I don't want no ads on that. The Entrepreneurs World is one event. So you can go all out.
Yeah, I'll go through with you.
Yeah. And then once I've got the property circle running how I want it to be run and how it's working, then, but I think that's going to be January, maybe December, January, because there's a lot to implement on the property circle at the minute. And she's so new to it, so she needs to actually understand how it works. Does everybody know what this is?
I do have this one.
Good. So you paid attention. Who doesn't know what this is? Okay. To be fair, Dina, you don't need to know it, but it's good for a video. You need to know it inside out, back to front. You definitely need to know it. And Sonny, maybe it could work for the mortgages somehow, but I don't. Again, we'll figure it out. So we have a product, and you need to basically take this, guys. So from Armani, you, and Lou today, I would like this broken down by the end of today, and you need to tell me. This is what it all is. You need to answer all these questions, and I want to know what your plan is. So let's just use the property circle, the membership to start with. That's the easiest one to break this down. Is our product is the property circle membership. Okay. So what is the product? Break it down for me. Okay. Where's the place that we are selling? Well, sorry, go to price, because this is all over the place. It shouldn't be like this. It should be in a better system. Where did you get this from? Because this is in the wrong order. Okay, so that's actually in the wrong order, that is. So you want product first. So go to products, what I've just said, the property circle membership. Then you want the price. Now we know the price is £250. Now, when you break down the price, do we want the price to be monthly? Is £250 affordable? Have you checked out the competition? Do you know what we offer? Do you understand everything in that product that we offer? Is it priced competitively? Do we offer more for the money? Do we offer less for the money? Is £250 affordable? Should it be broken down into months? How does it work? The place. Where are we selling the memberships? Websites? Are we advertising it on Google? Where is the place that we are actually selling the membership? Then who are the people who are selling the product? Not the people that we are selling to. Who are the people that are selling the membership? So me, you, the brand, the company. They're the people. So I'm not interested in that part where you all thought it was who's buying it. It's who is selling it. Who's representing the brand. And that's something I really want to talk about as well, quickly. When you're representing the brand, when you're out there, we have a social media profile. Albeit a very small one, but in the property world, it's quite a big one. So everything that you guys do outside of this company and everything you post on social medias, the way you talk, the way you dress, everything, the way you interact with people, it all goes back to Steve. Not comes back with words, it comes back, you are representing Steve. Oh, we met Louise. She was really like, she was down and she was sad and, she was, a little bit off. Oh, yeah, that's that woman that works for Steve. Hayden didn't speak. He stood in a corner. Armani came and didn't have a conversation with us. Rich was rude and told us to piss off. Duna says, oh, I'm not photographing you. Ayush was like, I'm not doing this. Lee was like, I'm not speaking to you about anything. Liz didn't take our phone numbers. All of these little things, they will result in the brand being affected because people will talk about negativity all the time. So you need to remember that every time that you go out and you represent the brand, you're representing the feedback that I get from me, because none of them are going to say, I don't like Louise. They're going to say, oh, that person that represents Steve's horrible. They represent Steve, because that's what people do. So we, as people, need to know what we are promoting, what we are selling, and how we come across to people is probably the most important thing. It takes nothing just to be nice to people. And people who upset you or rub you up the wrong way, or that they're not nice people, the easiest way to deal with them? With kindness. Just be nice, but you don't have to spend a lot of time. Just say hello, what do you need, and move on. But you've got to understand that we're trying to, everything that we do is a representation of the brand. And then we've got promotion, which is at the top there. That's where Lee works with the promotion side of things. What are we doing to promote our products? What are we doing? How are we getting them out there? Again, we have a whole social media team in-house You have the world at your fingertips. Figure it out. Now this one, processes. This is the one that you have to get correct, okay? So processes is how do we fulfill an order? So when someone buys a membership for the property circle, because that's the easiest thing to use, what is their experience from purchase to fulfillment, okay? What are they getting? What are they getting from us? So when they ordered it from Shopify, was it a simple way to order? When they received their first email from us, what is that email they're receiving? Because that is the first point of contact that some people have apart from social media. So you've got to think now, some people out there can't read and write. Some people can't read and write. I know people that can't read and write but are super intelligent in other areas of life. But then you've got some people that need to be told A, B, C, D, E, F, and G and need to follow it with a tick box. So when someone signs up to, so we had a new member sign up to the Property Circle this weekend. Did you know?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
How would I know?
Shopify pings up on your phone.
So I ain't got nothing.
Okay, so you have nothing at all, no logins for nothing.
Nothing.
CRM system.
CRM, yes.
But it'll come up on the CRM system. It'll show up in the Property
So
Circle.
you don't get a ping.
That's his problem. I've been going on about this for weeks. Why haven't we got a ping on the Entrepreneurs World on the CRM every time something happens?
Yeah.
But they just keep saying to me, we're figuring it out.
Okay.
Because when we had Monday, anytime anything happened, I just used to get a notification on my phone.
Yeah.
New lead, new member, new sign up, new this, new that. And it was pinging off every single day. This new CRM system doesn't seem to be telling me shit. But again, I keep getting told, we're fixing it, we're on it. But nothing's getting done. So we had a new member sign up last night for the Property Circle. We had a member Saturday, we had a member Thursday, we had 2 members Wednesday. So we always get members signing up. What's their interaction? So their email that they're getting from us,
Yeah.
does it cover people who can't read and write, people who need instructions, people who need to follow a process? Figure out, because that's their first port of call. So do they need a video from me explaining what the next steps are? How do you get into my app and what you're going to get from there? Is it listed in alphabetical order on how it works? So you've got to think about the process. Are they going to walk away and say, oh, wow, that was easy, that was simple. To get into the app was easy. What's the process? How long does it take? So when I sign up to the app, what do I need to do? Well, you need to put your full name, your email address, then you need to request access. Then how long does it take for somebody to give me access to the app? These are all questions that customers are going to have, and this is just one part of our business. So all of these processes have to be thought of in super, super detail. Because if they're not, then what are we doing?
So where do I see, where can I find this email that's been set up, that's been
Klaviyo.
sent out? Okay, so I need access to this Klaviyo.
Yeah, but we're not using Klaviyo going forwards because I'm being told that we can set it up on Shopify.
Is that working
Okay.
now? So when an order comes through, it'll automatically send it
To the CRM. Yeah,
from the CRM.
yeah, from the CRM.
But you can send an email from the CRM once it signs in. So we've got to make sure that people aren't receiving 3, 4, 5 emails from when they sign up. It's one. Well, actually, they might receive 2 because I think Shopify send an automatic receipt to say you have purchased this, and there's nothing we can do about that. But it's still branded up as us. And then the second email has to be.
There needs to be a bit of a breakdown as to.
Yeah, it needs a video. It needs a video for the people who don't follow steps easy. You've got to cater for everybody. You've got to think, right, if I was that person, what would I want?
See, I do have something like that for their 11.
Yep.
So I have a step-by-step exactly, once they've paid, they know exactly what to download, they know exactly their business
And this
card,
needs to
their
be the
emails
exact
to
same
come in.
thing. So I know it works because when the person signed up last night, they requested access to the app within 20 minutes of buying the membership. So I know it works.
Yeah.
I know what's there. It needs to be better. I know what the email says because I saw it and I signed it off to say yes.
So where do I find
It's on Klaviyo?
people that are signing up? Because I've seen that person want to gain access.
But you didn't know whether they'd paid or not.
But I didn't know what to do.
So
So
that's,
where do I
but
find that?
again, that's another thing. So if you had access to Shopify, it pings up on your phone. But if you had access to the CRM system and it was working correctly, it pings up on the CRM system.
So the CRM needs to start to ping them.
Of course it does.
To
And the Shopify.
To alert.
But the only thing that won't ping up on Shopify is, if someone sends a request from the website asking to speak to one of us, that should ping up on the CRM, because it used to ping up on the Monday last month.
Does our new CRM allow the ping? Yes. Allow it, yeah, okay.
Okay, so that needs to be implemented today, and we need to test it. Again, set up all these things, because it has to have that process. But that's just for one thing, remember guys. There's multiple things that we sell. And then the last one is the physical evidence. Now the physical evidence, does anybody can tell me what that is? No. Okay. Physical evidence is, how are you guys going to put out to the world that everybody has had a fantastic experience with us? So you can testimonials, case studies, videos, newsletters, magazines, mighty interaction. There are so many ways to get people to promote your brand if you deliver. Everybody will want to promote it if you deliver, and all of that is simple. We saw an ad. We went on your website. Your website was clean. It was clear, and we understood what to click and what to buy and how to do it. We bought it. We received an email. We knew exactly how to get into your app. We knew exactly where we was going for one of your training courses. We knew exactly what we was doing for this. It was outlined in simple terms. Steve had done a video to explain it to me in simple terms. That was my first interaction. Even things, right guys, even things, which obviously is going to get harder as we get bigger, because some months we have like 100 people sign up. Even a phone call, just a simple phone call. Hey, saw that you're now a member of the circle. It's Louise. I'm the head of the property circle. Are you okay? Did you understand the email? You're in the app. Is there anything we can help with? This is the email if you need discounts. This is the email if you want to be introduced to solicitors. Steve pops up on live. There's the schedule. Richard's there for mortgages. These are all the discounts. That one phone call you make for 2 minutes? Look at that for interaction with a customer and a client. It's exceptional. No one does that. Customer satisfaction going forward from today is key. And that's where the communication side of it comes in. But you can't be asking people for case studies and testimonials if it's not been a free-flowing event.
Could we set up like a survey for my team members just to go through?
I think it's amazing, Duna. I think that's amazing. And even if you did like little, like if you like in a couple of months' time when everything's running smoothly and everything's working amazing, if you said to somebody, we have some Apple AirPods. We have a set of Apple AirPods for the person who explains their journey with the property circle the best. Post a video in the Mighty, we'll pick the winner tomorrow. You get 10, 20 people posting that they've had a great journey, but also you want the ones that say like the journey wasn't amazing because they didn't understand certain things, because that's how we grow. But little things like that. For £250 AirPods, you could find a flaw in the system that improves. That means we get 200 members next month. But you've got to think outside the box. You can't keep having me telling you what to do all the time. My job is to not be sitting in this office today. My job is to be out and about, growing the business, growing the brands. I just need you guys to start thinking outside the box, especially you, because you're the COO. All of this stuff that I'm saying, you're the one that should be implementing every single thing that I have said. Everything. And concentrating on one thing at a time. Once the one thing is ticked, completely boxed off, and it's perfect, then move on to the next thing. Don't try and do 10 things at once, otherwise we're never, ever, ever, ever going to move forwards. You've just got to concentrate on the one thing. That's it. And then that's done. Good. Steve signed it off. Isabella's happy with it. We move on to the next one. And even if that one thing takes you 3 days, I'd rather it take the 3 days to get it absolutely 10 out of 10 perfect. What's this?
The one you've been waiting for.
Hello. How you all doing? What's this? See the smile on my face? Duna, Are you there? Look what we have.
It's a bit small, isn't it?
I love stuff like this.
Have you only got one?
Yeah, this is like the Rolls Royce
Of TV.
of TVs. So this is my new screen that's got built-in Zoom functions and built-in capabilities and 40 touch points. I don't even know what it's got. All I know is that it's awesome.
What wall can it fit on in here?
You can have 3 if you want, it's around. So when I talked to you guys the other day, I explained about that we have a couple of investors from abroad now who have contacted me. They've been vetted, they've gone through AML checks, and I've verified that they do have funds available to a decent capacity, like, you know, the level that's going to take us to there. So there's new ways that I want to do things. There's new things I want to explain. There's so many projects that I am getting offered. So now it's time to scale up. So this screen now is for when I have the Zooms with investors, when I want to show people certain things, when I want to do certain things. I've got big plans, like huge plans, but unfortunately these plans cannot go to where I want them to go to until all of this in here is dealt with. So yeah, this screen's part of like a process of some of the things that I want to implement going forwards. So, and I like things like this, guys. I do, I'm not gonna lie. And these guys are incredible because they told me it wasn't going to be fitted till next Friday, but they've gone out of their way, they've done it today. It's not a straightforward setup. I've had to get the guys in. So Dan has had to come in. He was about to monocouche my one of my sites this morning. They're still setting it up, but he's had to come in to move the signs over. I'm clearing back out my conference room. We're not having desks in there. My conference room's for me. I don't want everybody else in there, so they've got to figure out where they're all going to go in the offices. But yeah, no woosah today. This is calm, Steve. This is frustrated, Steve, but calm, Steve. Woosah. Where's the camera? How'd you put the camera on?
I've just put it on by visualizer.
How'd you put it on that? It's cool, isn't it?
The other one will sit on top. It's up to you. You can keep this one, or you can have the other one. It's entirely to you. But the other one will sit on top. It's got a sound bar in it. This has got a sound bar at the bottom here, so you've got speakers either end.
Yeah.
So the other one will zoom in on you as you're talking. However, I'm not entirely sure once we've got it on a conference setup.
So I'll tell you what we can do is once you've got it all up and running, set a Zoom up, stick one of the lads in the other room and we'll talk and we'll just see what happens.
Yeah.
I actually quite like that. I think that's pretty cool. I do actually think that's pretty cool, and for what I'm trying to do, it's
It's clear, isn't it?
Yeah, 'cause you've got 3 cameras in there. There's 3 cameras in there, and it's just knitting them together is what I was looking at there. It doesn't actually. It comes off. It comes in via USB, so you can actually just put that on your laptop if you want to. On your MacBook.
Is that centre?
No, it's not actually. But it doesn't really matter because it's 180. But I mean, for me, it looks better if it was centred. But because the armour line is the centre line, so it's slightly over to the right.
Can we centre it? So it will drive me insane.
I'll try to do that for you. It's bizarrely the cable's too short.
Okay.
That's why it's not centred. But
I think, where's Ayush? Ayush, you got a whole tutorial coming up. Does he do that?
Oh yeah, it's a bit rude, isn't it?
I was meant to do this.
Yeah, he's meant to do that, he says, he did that. Okay, it's pretty cool, I like it. I'll have the first Zoom. Once they've set it all up, I'll show you guys how it all works and stuff, but a very cool piece of kit. Great technology, and you're going to see what I'm actually using it for, which is pretty cool. Right now,
Did it again,
what
sorry,
happened?
did it again.
What happened, mate? You keep just dropping me out. Right now, me and Lee are trying to figure out what the hell is going on.
We've got it.
He's got it, he's got it.
We're getting there.
We're getting there. Do you know something? There's a lot of work to be done. A lot of work to be done. Can you do it, Lee?
Yeah, pretty good.
Very good.
New setup.
Got my conference room back. Probably need to put it on a bit of an angle towards the door, guys. But just if you stand over there, Liz, you'll see whether it blocks all the wording. Yeah, so I've got my room back. I need to get some trunking for that wall. All the cables around need to be in trunking, the whole room. Ayush is going to order some extension leads to make sure, or we might have the extension leads actually that will make them come on now. I think we have them. I've got my room back because we tried to put some desks in here, and then when I need to sit down and concentrate, there was like 25 people coming in and out because everybody had desks. So yeah, there you go. Look, I had to just make sure. Yeah.
Do you like it? Or?
What do you think?
I think it's too over.
Okay. Do whatever needs. She thinks it's too over.
It's been quite a frustrating morning, you'll say.
Yeah, I'm frustrated.
But Friday night, did you enjoy that?
Friday night was cool. My Isabella's different level, isn't she?
Yeah.
How many people do that for their partners? I also have some other bits and pieces. She's done some other stuff, but family club. You all know what my family means to me. It's the most important thing in the entire world, and she makes sure that as a family we spend as much time together as we possibly can. She makes sure that I get to see Cruz at every step. So she literally FaceTimes me, sends me videos, everything, because we're making sacrifices. So family club was awesome, and when I got home and my whole house was kitted out. Are you showing them?
Yep.
As my whole house was kitted out, I expected nothing less. So cut to family club. So guys, that's what's happening at one of my projects right now. We have the monocouche being applied. That's stage 1. Stage 2 will be completed tomorrow, I believe, because the garden there is on hold now. So we're nearly there with the garden. If you give me a second, I'll show you the garden. So there's the garden at the minute. We've got the patio to go in front of there, steps going down from the building, you just saw the extension on the back. Patio all around the side. We're having porcelain, white porcelain. Do I have a picture to show you? Give me a second, let me see. I might have a picture of the...
You happy with that Litchfield Road? It's quite nice actually. I think that'll blend in nice. 20 mil. Let me know, because I'm going to put the order in and you can get them there for, well, ASAP now, because obviously he's doing the rendering, but are you happy with that? It's quite nice.
That's Ant. Quite nice. So that's going to be finished in the next couple of weeks. A lot of projects coming to an end. Lots of projects come to an end. Quite a few key collections. Every day, 1% better. And that's all I can ask for. 1% better every single day. Keep moving forward, keep striving for success, keep doing what we need to do, and yeah, we'll get there in the end.